If you feel like you're evolving, you're expanding, you're growing, next year you may have to reintroduce yourself to your friends. Because here's the thing, you're not going to be the same person by the end of 2026. That's not how growth works. And if you do this right, if you actually commit to building a life instead of just planning one, you won't need vacations to escape your reality. You won't dread Mondays. And you won't be counting down to the weekend just to survive. Because you will have built a 2026 so good, you don't need a break from it. So today I'm going to share 3 shifts with you. And if you implement even one of them, just one, it will change the entire trajectory of your year. Look, I've spent 28 years figuring this out. And I'm not saying I've mastered life. Far from it, but I have learned what actually moves the needle, and more importantly, what keeps people stuck year after year. Most people think the problem is their goals. I need better goals, smarter goals, more specific goals. But that's not it. The problem isn't what you're chasing, it's how you're living while you chase it. You're building a life that drains you and then wondering why you're always tired. So today I'm giving you 3 things that in my 28 years of humble experience have proven to be the most transformative. Not because they're sexy, not because they're easy, but because they actually work. And by the way, if you're serious about making 2026 different, not just planning it, but actually doing it, I built something for it. It's called the 14-Day Momentum Reset Challenge. You get paired with an accountability partner, you build one micro habit at a time, you reflect daily on what's working. Over 300 people have used this to stop spinning their wheels and start building momentum. Link is in the description. Check it out after this. Shift number 1. Stop playing life in first person. Start playing it in third person. Here's what I mean. In a first person game, you are the character. You see through their eyes. Everything feels immediate and personal. But in a third person game, you are watching the character. You are still in control, but there is a distance, perspective. You can see around corners. You can plan moves that you would never make if you were stuck in their heads. Most people live their entire lives in first person. Every thought feels like truth. Every emotion feels like reality. And every setback feels like the end. Why? Because when you're in first person mode, your ego is running the show. And your ego, it's terrified. Terrified of failure, terrified of judgment, terrified of looking stupid. So it keeps you small, keeps you safe, keeps you stuck. But when you shift to third person, everything changes. You are not your thoughts anymore. You are watching your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are observing them. And suddenly, you have room to breathe, room to choose, room to take risks you would never take if you were drowning in your head. And here's the best part. When you are in third person, you stop taking things so personal. Someone criticizes you. This is just feedback for the character. You fail at something. Well then great. That's just your character learning a new skill. You take a risk and it doesn't work out. Cool. Respawn and try again. You ever play Assassin's Creed? You are running across rooftops. You see a hay wagon 50 feet below, and what do? You jump. Why? Because even if you miss, even if the character dies, you just respawn and try again. But in first person, in real life, you would never jump. You would stand on that rooftop overthinking. What if I miss? What if I fail? What if people see me fail? And you would stay stuck. So start treating your life like a third person game. You are not trying to protect your ego. You are trying to level up the character. And that character, they are capable of way more than you think. But you will never know until you stop living in their head and start playing from a distance. Shift number 2. Journal your experiences. I know a lot of you are rolling your eyes right now. Journaling? Really? That's your big secret? Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you why. But first, let me be real with you. I forget to do this all the time. I get busy, I skip days and sometimes weeks. But every single time I come back to it, I'm reminded why it matters. Journaling is the only way to have a real conversation with yourself. Let me explain. There are 2 reasons journaling is non-negotiable if you want 2026 to be different. Reason number 1, it's the only way to understand what's actually influencing you. You think you know what triggers you. You think you know what makes you happy or what drains your energy. But really, you don't. You have no clue. Because in your head, you can lie to yourself. You can make excuses. You can rationalize it. I'm tired because I didn't sleep well. I'm stuck because I don't have the right resources. But when you sit down with yourself and try it for 20 minutes straight, you can't lie. You would have to be a Hollywood level actor to bullshit your way through 20 minutes of unfiltered writing. And I'm guessing you are not. What happens instead is the truth starts coming out. I'm not tired because I didn't sleep. I'm exhausted because I hate what I'm doing. And that's what journaling does. It pulls the real stuff to the surface. The stuff you've been ignoring, the stuff your ego doesn't want you to see. And once you see it, you can actually do something about it. You can enhance what's already working and you can eliminate what's draining you. But you can't fix what you won't face. Reason number 2, it's the only precise way to track your actual progress. And I don't mean your bank account. I don't mean your weight. I don't mean the concrete, measurable stuff. I mean the stuff that actually matters. Your confidence, your mindset, and your thoughts. Because here's the thing. You can lose 20 pounds and still feel like the same person. You can make 6 figures and still feel like you're not enough. You can achieve your goals and still feel empty. Why? Because external progress doesn't always match internal growth. But when you journal consistently, you get to see the real transformation. You go back 6 months and you read what you wrote, and then you realize, damn, I don't think like that anymore. That's the progress that changes your life. Not the money, not the achievements, but the person you become in the process. And journaling is the only way to see it clearly. So if you haven't started yet, you better start now. Or what? Do you want me to give away free journals to get you going? I'm serious. Start today. Even if it's messy, even if it's just 5 minutes. Start. Shift number 3. Change your cycle, or at the very least, change the people you are around. And this is the one most people don't want to hear, but I'm gonna tell it to you anyway. Come closer. I'm going to tell you a secret. If your friends don't want to hear something you are doing outside of your usual routine, if they roll their eyes when you talk about your goals, and if they make jokes when you say you are changing, then I'm sorry, they are not your real friends. I cannot stress that enough. You cannot grow in a place where people want you to stay small. You cannot become the next version of yourself when everyone around you is invested in the old version of you. Here's what happens. You start doing something that is outside of the script they wrote for you. Maybe you start a business. Maybe you stop drinking. And suddenly, they're uneasy. Why? Because you are changing the dynamic. You are threatening the story they told themselves about who you are and who they are in relation to you. And instead of celebrating you, they try to pull you back. This isn't you, you're doing too much. Just relax, have fun. And you know what's wild? You will spend so much energy trying to convince them that this is the new you, that you might as well be trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's not going to work. So here's what you do instead. You stop trying to convince them. You stop seeking their approval and you stop waiting for them to understand. And you find new people. People who are already where you want to go. People who don't question your ambition because they're ambitious too. And people who celebrate your wins because they are winning too. You know the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's not just a cute quote, it's a fact. Your environment shapes your identity. Your cycle shapes your future. So if you're serious about making 2026 different, then look around. Who are you spending time with? Are they building or are they coasting? Because comfortable friends create comfortable lives. And comfortable lives are the ones you need vacation from. So let's bring it back. Play life in third person, journal your experiences, and change your cycle. That's how you build a 2026 so good you don't need a vacation from. Or at the very least, that's why you avoided being the worst year of your life. And here's the thing, you don't need to do all 3. Do one, just one, and I promise you, you will see the difference. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you being here. If you want help building momentum in 2026, not just planning it, check out the 14-day Momentum Reset Challenge. Link is in the description. And if this resonated with you, share it with someone that needs to hear it. See you in the next one.